Hello everyone, welcome back to another Kitbash Corner video. Today I'm very fortunate to have been sent the new Kill Team Octarius set to paint up by Games Workshop, and I'm taking a look at the veteran guardsmen in the box, converting them into servants of the four-armed Emperor. I started by looking at my current cult models for inspiration. I have some of the neophytes which are fairly standard, and then I also have some mildly converted Tempestor Scions as well. I'm going to pretty much copy the conversion from my Scions here, and will mostly be adding heads, icons and weapons, and keeping the bodies fairly standard. I started by cracking open the book, and then I made a list of which operatives I want to make. When making the models, I didn't actually stick exactly to this list, but it was a good start and a good list of parts that I'm going to need. With my bits box open, I rooted around for the heads, icons and weapons that I was going to need, and I started cutting off the pieces of the guardsmen. This new kit is great to put together, and each guy in the squad has loads of different options. The biggest challenge for this conversion is clearly the heads. The Krieg models have the neck on the body half rather than on the head, and the cultist heads I'm using mostly reverse this, so I had to carve out the collar of the greatcoats, taking care not to ruin the top of the coat. I started with clippers and then used a hobby knife to make space for each head. On some models I then used milliput to remake a rough neck so that the head looked properly in place. On some models I also needed to carve down the bottom or sides of the head in order to make it fit into the gap that I'd created. This was just because of things like sunglasses or hats that made the model's heads slightly larger. With the heads done, I just needed to source some suitably cult-like arms. Most of the models actually just use the Krieg arms, but some of the standout pieces I found include a claw arm, a banner, and a great axe for the sergeant, which I think comes from the Genestealer cult bikers. I made each model up to the point of needing arms, and then I went through the squad and I added the arms to each, working on the poses as I went. This meant I could be really picky about what poses I put on, which one got which arms, and where each piece that I had went, in order to make each pose as natural and lifelike as possible. After I was done adding the arms to each model, the kill team looked like this, and I'm really proud of some of these poses. I think they look great. Then I just needed to paint them. For painting, I went with kind of an inverted version of my original Genestealer cult's scheme. So instead of having grey trousers and orange like cloth, I went with grey cloaks and orange trousers, but I stuck with the white armour so that they would stick together. The models are slightly smaller and more realistically scaled than some of the other stuff that I've been working on recently, and so they kind of suit a more rougher, realistic style of painting. To finish each model off, I added some transfers, and then I painted the bases to match the board that comes in the Kill Team box. Thanks for checking out this video. If you enjoy the Kitbash Corner videos, please like and subscribe for more similar videos. Thanks.